Okay, the final question here is what global issue concerns you? So what's the biggest issue or subject facing the whole world or challenge facing the whole world that you're concerned about? And anything else you want to comment on that? Okay, in the back there, I think you had...
I'm Luke.
Luke, right? Okay.
The challenge that I think it is facing the whole world is about corruption. Because if you go abroad, you hear people complaining about corruption, whereby when you go about education, students pass, but those students who are unable to pay for themselves the school fees, they are left behind, and those students who are able, and even they didn't pass the exam, they are just allowed in school because they have money.
Okay. Okay, so corruption. Okay.
I'm Lillian. I think the biggest problem that is facing this world is political instability. In this, we see that most countries are not able to raise funds which may help to continue their businesses. That's why we find other countries collapsing.
Okay, good answer. Okay, Mary?
Okay, mine is just to say about the weather. Just like there were some discussions in Copenhagen about the weather, I'm urging that at least we should conserve our environment. Think about cutting down all trees in our environment. It will be left like a fallow land without any fertility. So I just urge the people at least to maintain our climate. And I think out of the discussion in Copenhagen, there'll be at least something about the climate which will have a change.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. Okay.
I'm Lauren. I think another one is unity. Like here in Kenya, there's lack of unity. People are just fighting over a small thing. And also they're fighting between brothers. And you know, all of us are brothers and sisters. So I want just to tell them we should love each other. Because because God created us, and also we're supposed to love each other.
Okay, great. Thanks so much, Lauren. Good answer.
Okay. I'm James. The biggest challenge facing the world, I think, it is insecurity. So I find that countries are really testing their nuclear weapons, of which have very, very destructive repercussions to the people and the environment. Whereby you find countries like Iran, Afghanistan, something like war, it is just like a routine to them. So I wish they should change for the better. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thanks, James. Good answer. Okay.
I'm done, sir. The biggest challenge that concerns me most about the world is epidemics or diseases, especially HIV/AIDS. I come to realize that if you walk about in the country, you realize there are many clubs, especially night clubs, that do funny sorts of things at night, hence contaminating or transmitting that particular disease everywhere. So that issue concerns me most.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Denson. Okay, and over here. Yep.
I am Bettina.
Your name a little louder once more?
Bettina.
Bettina.
I see the challenge that the people of Africa face is the population pressure. The people are very many in the country, and that food that is being brought to the world is low. Some people are not getting food. They are dying because of population pressure.
Okay, great. Thank you, Bettina.
I'm Kelvin.
Kelvin?
Yes. I think the biggest problem in the world is smoke emission. A country like China emits more smoke, thus causes air pollution.
Okay, good. Yeah, so industrial pollution,
yes,
and air pollution. Okay,
yes.
Good job.
I'm Joyce. I think the most challenge facing the world is tribalism. People are chasing one another because of their language. I think we can discuss about that.
Okay, and your name again?
Joyce.
Joyce, right. Okay, thank you, Joyce. Okay, anybody else? Okay.
I'm Jack.
Jack, right.
I think the problem that is facing many countries is the problem of desertification. So for example, here in Kenya, you find that the northeastern part, almost the whole of it, it's a desert. And you see, if it could not be a desert, it means that it could be a productive land where Kenya could use it to produce some good things and the economy of Kenya could be high. Now see, it's a desert and there's nothing good out of it.
Okay.
It's a great problem.
Okay, great. Thanks, Jack.
I'm Nashwan. I think the greatest challenges we face is unemployment. For example, here in Kenya, we find that most of us students here, we struggle in school, but we pass very well. But when it reach time for employment, we never get employment because many people are there, competitors are competing for the same jobs. So, and this one, if you try to find out, you get that many people end up being poor in their families.
Okay, great. Thank you, Nashan. Okay, and a few more back here. Okay.
I'm Luke.
Luke, right.
I think the main challenge that is facing this country is about drugs. Most people are engaging themselves in drugs, and you find that those drugs that are taking, they are harmful to their health. Then you find most teenagers are dying due to the use of those drugs, and there's some of them are affected by some diseases which are caused due to the intake of drugs.
Okay, great, good job. Okay.
I'm Edward. I think the most challenge which this world is facing is the fluctuation of the economy, whereby, for example, it was last week when I heard Mr. Obama trying to defend himself because of the failure of the economy in America, which caused many people to lose their jobs, and the rents of the buildings were lowered.
Okay.
Reduced.
Okay, good. So you're paying attention to American news, what President Obama says, huh? Okay, good job.
I'm Lillian. I think another problem facing this world, for example, Kenya, it's leadership wrangles. Here we find that we have those people who are just fighting to be leaders, and yet they are forgetting that we have other people behind there who can be leaders. Now you see them fighting, for example, the 2007 post-elections. It caused a lot of problems to people. It's when now they are suffering. Now I think that problem should be discussed and solved.
Okay, great. Good job, Lillian. Okay, anybody else? Okay, excellent job. Good observations you have about the world. We'll see what your American counterparts think about the world as well. It sounds like you're very knowledgeable about global issues. I'm impressed. And your ability to articulate them is impressive in your third language. So, good work.